Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel for the first time. If this is your first time being here, I'm glad you decided to click on this video. Today I'm going to talk about my 2019 intentions. I know, it's the middle of January, but it's never too late to talk about your goals in life. So we're just gonna get right into the video. Yes, I am wearing the same outfit pretty much that I was wearing in my last video because I'm filming all of these on the same day. I leave the United States tomorrow, unfortunately. Wait, hold on, I need to rewind. I leave the United States to go back to France, and I'm very excited and grateful for the opportunity to do that. That's one of my intentions, is to stop, is to express more gratitude for things. So I have my journal, which my goal, so I've seen people use like goal and intentions kind of interchangeably. For me, a goal is something that like you want to accomplish. That's the definition of a goal, but that's the way I see it. So like my goal for 2019 was to bullet journal more. It's something that like I can concretely do, but everything else I'll be referring to as my intentions. So not necessarily things that like I want to check off on like a box, but just things that like I want to be more mindful of in 2019. So this is my bullet journal. My goal was to bullet journal more. If you guys would be interested in a bullet journal video, I can do that. To be quite honest, my bullet journal is nothing to, it's nothing fancy. I'm a beginner, and hopefully my bullet journal skills will progress as the year goes on, but for right now, it gets the job done. So I've written my intentions down in my bullet journal on this page. This is what the page looks like. Like I said, it is a very like minimalist spread. There's nothing fancy going on with my bullet journal, but I wanted to read my intentions to you guys. Hopefully this will inspire you to also create intentions for 2019 if you haven't done that already, or if you needed some ideas. So my first one is to cook more. Since living in France, I keep bumping the table. I am so jittery. But my first intention is to cook more. Since living in France, I've really loved grocery shopping. Actually, I take that back. I started my love affair with grocery shopping over the summer when I was living in DC, because I had real money and I would go to Trader Joe's and just like ball out on a bunch of food. But grocery shopping in France is so inexpensive, so cheap. I can get like good vegetables for less than €1, which I miss since being back here. I'm kind of just like, wow, grocery shopping here's kind of expensive, but I want to cook more. I really love looking at recipes. Chrissy Teigen, I have Chrissy Teigen's recipe book, so cooking more and buying more just like fresh vegetables and things that are better for my body. I want to read more for pleasure. As a political science major, or really any like arts and science, social science like major, you read a lot, and a lot of it is not stuff like for pleasure. You just read to read for tests and like essays, and it's a lot of just like academic words. And after doing that for the past 3 years, I kind of just want to read like, I just want to read a drama or like a comedy. I don't know. I want to read more for pleasure. I have Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, that I got for Christmas, so that'll be the first book that I read for pleasure, and I'll let you guys know how I like that. My third one is less social media and screen time. Ever since Apple did the thing where they have your screen time, they give you like your weekly screen time, I use my phone way too much. Last week, my weekly screen time was a total of 34 hours. So I spent over a day just on my phone, which is just so crazy to me. So less social media, less screen time. It may seem strange because I'm trying to build my social media, so I should want to be on it more, but honestly, a lot of it isn't even like productive like social media building. It's me just like scrolling mindlessly on Instagram and Twitter. So gotta do less of that in 2019. Number 4 is to have more coffee dates. Well, having more coffee dates to me just means like spending that one-on-one time with my friends, building relationships, getting to know people, that kind of thing. Number 5 is to nurture my creative side. That is a big one. It's something that has been on my mind for a while. Being in university, I kind of got bogged down with, like I said, the academic stuff, and I didn't really have time to, be my creative soul. So I really want to do that more in 2019. I have a blog that I definitely need to write more on. So writing more, my bullet journal is another source of creativity just because there's a lot of like design aspects that go into it, and also creating more YouTube videos. Number 6 is to travel, which is pretty easy since I'm living in Europe. In 2 weeks, I'll be going to London, and then my boyfriend is coming to Europe in February, and we're going to Amsterdam together. So I've got some travels lined up. I'm needing to make more. I really want to go to Italy, Spain, and Portugal. Those are high on my list before I leave Europe. 7 is to learn a new language, and also make more language videos, as I've said I was going to do on this channel. I have not done that yet, but they are coming. So I was originally going to put learn Italian or learn Portuguese, because I want to learn both of those. So I just blanketed under learn a new language. And I'm familiar with both just because they have like the Romance grammar structure. And I am fluent in French and Spanish, but I would like to actually like know more of those languages. Number 8 is to show more gratitude. I don't consider myself a negative person, but especially with this whole experience of me living in France and just like the culture shock and all that kind of stuff, I found myself really not being thankful for, what I'm doing. Like, I'm living in a foreign country, I'm living rent-free pretty much, and I get to travel all around Europe, and it's great. And I just need to show more gratitude, towards my situations and towards people in my life in general. And number 9 is to listen to more fun podcasts. I feel like I would force myself to listen to political podcasts just because I felt like I had to. And I felt like if I listen to a podcast, like, it needs to be political, like I need to know like the news, like what's going on in the world, blah blah blah. But I didn't really enjoy listening to political podcasts. I'm not gonna lie, I don't enjoy it. I'll get into a mood sometimes where I'm like, yes, I want to listen to an hour about a policy topic. But in 2018, really, I could feel like my interests shifting. When I graduated with my political science degree, I don't know, I like immediately wanted to go into like another direction as far as my career goals are, which I'll make a video about that at some point, I'm sure. But so listen to more fun podcasts. A podcast I'm really loving right now is Thick and Thin by Katie Bellotti, who is a YouTuber, and she's really cool. So that's a good podcast if you need one to listen to. And then number 10 is to practice yoga. My body, I just feel I'm either always sitting or like laying down. I just need to I just really need to, move my body around, and yoga is a great way to do that, and also a great way to be more mindful of my body and my surroundings, and also a good way to show gratitude. So those are my 2019 resolutions. Let me know in the comments what your resolutions are. Let me know if we have any that are the same, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!